Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Dr. Connie Chung. I have an extensive educational background. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, master's in nutrition, a doctorate in physical therapy, been a clinician for over 25 years, as well as board certified in Institute of Functional Medicine in functional medicine. And I'm a ERYT certified at the 500 hour with Yoga Alliance. All that being said, I utilize yoga as a specific tool to help you to regulate your nervous system, to really empower you, to really reach in to your own essence and your healing power from within, to heal from any kind of symptoms, whether it be physical, mental, and emotional, as well as chronic illnesses. I believe all the answers are within you, that we have a biochemical capacity and the ability to heal our own bodies if we can align from within, inside out. That's what we do here. Welcome, and I can't wait to get to know you better. Hey guys, it's Dr. Connie. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about transitions because I've been thinking a lot about the transitions in yoga. It's the basic transitions, like going from downward dog to a seated position, as well as to go from sit to stand, and then to go from lying on your back to a seated position. Because I see a lot of apprehensions. I'm an Asian person, and in Asia, we can do what we call a kimchi squat. Means we have a lot of flexibility into our hips and knees to where that's no problem. But I see so many people struggling with it, and because yoga is such a functional movement, I guess, exercise, that I want you guys to really hone in on the essential skills and activate the proper muscles and really guide you so that you can do these drills so you can be efficient as much as possible. Because for me, transitions matter in my yoga class. And so I'm very particular about how my students go in and out of the transitions. So I'm going to start with downward dog to a seated position in a simplest, easiest way. So let's just do the Surya Namaskar A. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your arms down all the way to the mat. Inhale, lift up and out of your chest. Palms down. Right foot back. Left foot back. Shift forward. Lower down. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. So this is where most people, they just want to go and jump through without thinking things through. So I like to ask you to bend your knees, bring the right pinky edge of the right foot behind the left wrist. Then you push the floor away with both hands, then lift up, then bring the left and slide across, and here you are. It's super easy. Instead of forcing yourself to jump through, I see a lot of people overshoot and they start to injure their wrists, their shoulders, and everything else. And they never try it again because they feel like such a klutz. So let's try that again. So downward dog. All you have to do is I'm going to go left heel first, pinky edge of one foot, and then push through, push the floor away. You really have to push the floor away. And don't sink your hips way fast, because it's when you transition from here and you want to dump your weight and then you've already gotten stuck. And so here you are, right? So I see that a lot, and you try to push through and they never want to try it again because there's this so much shame in class when they tried it and they failed miserably. So I want you to be really light on your feet. Exhale. Just like that. Super easy, okay? The more you can do it, the better. So let's talk about some drills, okay? You go into this downward dog, and then what you wanna do is you wanna pick up the right knee, pull it up to your chest, go forward, 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 place the right pinky edge down, take it back into downward dog, left knee up, go forward, forward, forward. Place the pinky edge down, lift it up, and take it back. Right. Oh. Push, 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 and back. Left, forward, and back. Right. Trying to be really exact. Pulling the navel to the spine. And you're going to notice soon enough that it's a lot to work on, and eventually you can go smoothly forward, and here you are back to transition. And that can get easier and easier and easier. So that's drill number 1, okay? Now you're in seated. So a lot of people have an issue. I just had a client, for the life of her, she couldn't go forward and come up to standing from seated. And I think it's really important for us to work on this mobility, because what she had to do, I see this a lot, and then you have to get yourself up. This is what happens. Look how long that took versus just being able to do this and this. The whole goal of yoga is to be able to have the mobility. And to me, mobility isn't about flexibility. It's about having the stability, strength, and flexibility, combination of the 3, to allow for you to have this dynamic transition that allows you to be metabolically efficient, effective in everything you do. You're not huffing and puffing. When you're doing things, right, you can do it effortlessly. And so there's a way for you to strengthen. So all it takes, if you have hip mobility issues, keep your feet shoulder width apart. I'm gonna go sideways. Hip width apart, and pretend like you're gonna sit down on an invisible chair. We're working on mobility of our ankles, our knees, and our hips. And then go back up. Good. And go down and go back up. Nice and slow. Exhale down, pull the navel to the spine and come up. Go down, keeping the toes up, engaging every muscle. And then you want to start to challenge the range by going lower. And then maybe even having your hands on the floor, because this might be really hard for you. And just go up and down, up and down, up and down. Lower your hips, lower your knees, just like that. And then hands down and come up, ooh. And down, slow, 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 slow. If you don't have this flexibility, you might have a block underneath your hands to lift you up, to bring the floor closer to you, and lower down, all the way, and up. And if you can't go all the way, maybe you can go here. So I don't want you to think, just because you can't do the full expression like I'm doing, that it's no good. You have to start somewhere. It's important that you get started, okay? And go down, down, down to your 90 degrees, and then just call it a win if you can do that. The lower, the better. And then if you can go below 90 degrees, or above 90 degrees, or below 90 degrees, I'm sorry, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. And once you're down, there you are in a seated position. Now it's a matter of getting back up. Getting back up, when you do that drill, you're gonna get enough flexibility, strength and stability in your ankle, knee, and the hips to be able to get up, okay? A lot of people, what happens is their brain didn't register the whole dynamic movement, and when it's new, the hip complex, the lumbopelvic complex, the heaviest part of your body, it just wants to just sink down, right? So you have to be light on your feet. You almost have to rock back and forth, lean forward and back, and I'm gonna show it to you sideways. Forward and back, forward and back, and just go up, just like that, okay? And then you wanna practice going down nice and slow, and up, whew, and down, and up, down, and up. We're gonna go all the way down, cross the other way, left over the right, and we're gonna rock forward and back, getting that range again, because believe it or not, changing the foot position, it changes the strength and the stability of your hips and your knees. So lean forward and come up. 1, see it's a little wonkier on this side for me. 2, up, woo, and down, and 3, woo, and back, and 4, and back. There you have it. Do those, tell me what you think, okay? Next thing is going from supine, lying on your back, to a seated position. So let's go ahead and lie on your backs, all the way back, on your backs. A lot of people, when I say, how do you get up from lying on your back? A lot of people will say, okay, they're just gonna go, ugh, go up this way. And I kid you not, that's when most of my patients, no matter how young, especially if they're older, they knock out their low back, okay? So what I want you to get used to doing is either strengthen the core to be able to come up safely in one direction, which is hard, especially because you have bed that's soft. It's hard to come up in a seated position. Who wants to do that, right? You pick a side, left or the right, okay, where you can get out of bed. Is it the left side or the right side? You roll over to that side completely on that side, okay? Then you find the elbow beneath you, you find the top hand, you push up. And that way, you've now kept your whole spine nice and straight. There's really no drill for that. I just want you to always roll over, push down, and come up. If there's anything you take away from this tutorial, that's an important one. I hope you found this tutorial helpful for the transitions, because to me, transitions are so essential because it's what you do most of. Asanas, you do one time and you hold and you move on. But the transitions, you're doing it from pose, from asana to asana throughout the whole class. So it's essential for you to master. So I hope you do that. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Your time is valuable to me, and I appreciate you being here. If you found my videos helpful, I put out weekly videos for you so that you can benefit from it. So I would love it if you subscribed, as well as comment, review me, follow me on social at Instagram, YouTube, as well as TikTok at Dr. Connie Chung. I'd love to hear from you. DM me, comment below, and let's connect. I'll see you guys all later.